Hey folks, I'm here with Lewis and Melinda of Blood Harmony, and they're about to play some beautiful tunes for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Blood Harmony.
You walk through the door after leaving her side. Give me a kiss, there's no clue in your eyes that you've been with her, tangled up in her sheets. Come home to your family and don't miss a beat. It's so hard to imagine how much was not true. Cold-hearted lies by none other than you. It's all quite impressive, your level of skill. White knuckle your story with charm and iron will. There's a life we've been living and the one I don't see. One is with her, the other with me. Thought this was heaven, turns out that it's hell. You're in two lanes that run parallel. When the truth came to light, well, you just doubled down, parading my foolish heart all through this town. You've never been honest by your own accord. Too much was at stake that you couldn't afford. There's a life we've been living and the one I don't see. One is with her, the other with me. I thought this was heaven, turns out that it's hell. You're in two lanes that run parallel. The lanes that run parallel just intersected. Looks like to me that you didn't expect it. It's a head-on collision with you and your lies. The wreckage looks like we will never survive. There's a life we've been living and the one I don't see. One is with her, the other with me. I thought this was heaven, turns out that it's hell. You're in two lanes that run parallel. Oh, you're in two lanes that run parallel.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sig Sessions. I'm here with Lewis and Melinda from Blood Harmony today, and we're going to talk to them a little about music. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Awesome.
Glad to be
Well,
here.
thank you for being here and coming and playing beautiful music for us. I guess I'll just start off with kind of an on-the-nose question. What got you guys into playing music?
You want to take that since you started first?
I don't know. I just love music. I knew I did as soon as I was a kid. It wasn't any particular music. It's just all music.
Sure.
You know, it did start with Johnny Cash. I remember that. There was a record that was cracked, and I had to tape it on one side and put it down on the turntable, and still you could hear the. There was some song about, a train, and it had a clanking sledgehammer in it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then Jimi Hendrix and stuff.
Sure. How old were you guys? I guess a childhood thing, it sounds like.
Yeah, I was really little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Our parents gave him a guitar when he was like 5. It's my mom's favorite picture. I don't think he's put it down since. So I grew up always looked like my parents are musicians. Our parents are musicians, and then he, of course. And so I was in a cherub choir robe around the time I was 9, something like that, and did music in those kinds of capacities, but nothing like performative outside of like a group or whatever. But I feel like he's been performing forever.
Yeah. If you could pass on any knowledge to young musicians about what you've learned from being a performer, is there any great advice that you would give them? Is there anything that you really feel like has been your takeaway from getting up and doing your art in front of an audience?
If you forget the words,
Yeah, right.
go again.
Sure.
I wish I played something. Like, I don't play an instrument, so I'm at the mercy of, like, even if I'm like teasing out writing a song, I'm like humming it in my head, but I wish that I had that to pick up. Even if I didn't play it in our band setting,
Gotcha.
I would say for me, it's that. I'm always wishing that I had something I could grab and make music with.
Right.
it's okay to be different, and people always kind of not accept you if you're different, but the only ones that really freak everybody out are different. So just go on, be different.
I love it. Yeah, perfect.
Johnny took a walk in the great dark woods. He wants to free his soul. When his feet began to stumble on the path, he thought about another road. Walk a mile in my shoes. Come to find out that there's two streams flowing from the garden. I got old. You think my heart would harden? Come to find out if you just sit and wait, it's all gonna come to you. That don't mean just sleep all day. Don't you know you got to keep moving? Walk a mile in my shoes. Come to find out it's not true, but it's such a good story. I got time, but I'm leaving in the morning. Johnny took a drink from the moon that night, thought she might set him straight. When he woke up the very next day, he knew which road he'd take. Walk a mile in my shoes. Come to find out that there's two trees growing in the garden. I got old. You think my heart would harden? Johnny threw his cards on the table of life. He knows he's gotta play his hand. Opens up his mind like a waterfall. Open up the prison gates. Walk a mile in my shoes. Come to find out, hey, it's not true, but it's such a good story. I got time, but I'm leaving in the morning.
I know you guys are both songwriters. What song that you've written are you the most emotionally attached to? What song that you wrote means the most to you?
Well, I mean, sometimes this one, sometimes that one. You know, it just depends.
That makes total
You know,
sense.
it's just like, and to be emotionally attached to something, you might write something a long time ago, and you don't really care about that anymore. But you had to fire the song up, so you just go in and be a little actor there for a second. But it's not fake, because you were that. But now, just you know, you're you might not even care anymore.
Sure. That was the emotion at the time, and that's
Yeah.
why you wrote the song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get that. Cause like the first song I wrote, every time I sing it, I see like a movie playing in my head of the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably the most recent one that I've written that I feel now because I'm in this lane right now.
The emotions are
Yeah.
fresh there, and that's why it still
Yeah.
matters that much. I can totally get that. Great. And so you guys are a brother and sister duo, and I know that you already told me about how you got started playing music kind of separately. How did we start playing together?
Well, he always did like the
Okay.
listening rooms, and so I would get brave, and we'd be like, let's do this one song. So I sang this one Bob Dylan song. Swear to God, it was like 4 years in a row. One time a year, 4 years in a row. I felt like I'd get brave, and we'd go to the Mexican restaurant. And like, can I just sing this song? And then I don't know. We just started doing it. Couple more songs.
It was a slow burn in.
Yeah.
And then at one point I was like, I was going to put this band together with everybody and she was going to be a singer and we're going to have harmony. But now we got 3 singers.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. That's a cool band too.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
And,
You guys should also check the Pretty Goods
Yeah.
out. This awesome duo plays in. They are fantastic, and
that's how we got solid for like all the time. Because all
Yeah.
the time, I mean, I'm all the time with Melinda.
Yeah.
My sister.
We spend mornings together drinking
Yes.
coffee, making
Yeah.
music, and I don't know. It just became its own thing.
you guys make an amazing team. I'm so glad that it became a team.
Sing rings, takes away, brings. Lost, found, standing firm, not pushed around. Take, give, die, live, laugh, cry, take a chance, no place to hide. I don't wanna leave here. I don't wanna leave here. Knock, see, think, speak, lost, found, standing firm, not pushed around. I don't wanna leave here. I don't wanna leave here. I don't wanna leave here. I don't wanna leave here.
So I've always thought that we have a really diverse music scene here in Kentucky, and it's a really unique thing that we have to this place. What are you guys' thoughts about that?
I think historically I was familiar with like the Kentucky music scene, but then even when I got into music now, I wasn't really as much of a part of it or even aware of it.
Sure.
And then I got involved in the Monarch music and arts community in Louisville and met some local musicians, some Louisville musicians. Went to Sleeping in the Woods this past year and
I've heard it.
just kind of sit in that, marinate in that, and get it's good stuff. I mean, it's really magical stuff. I find myself often going, I can't believe these people live right down the street. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a really cool scene.
Awesome. Awesome. What are we listening to right now, guys? What's burning up our stereos in the car or at the house?
Bitches Brew.
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot of like Scary Pockets, Sierra Farrell. I'm always listening to Patty Griffin. I have for like a million years.
Yeah, she's great.
Wild Rivers. I'm a huge fan of theirs. I've been listening to a lot of local, like Louisville, Catherine Brooks, Drew Crawley, Griffin Cobb. I love being able to kind of throw those into my playlists. And so I've been listening in rotation today, and we got Johnny Cash and then somebody from Louisville, and it's pretty neat. Oh, Sarah and Brandon Bond, they're our bandmates in another band that we're in.
Okay.
They did a releasement, so we've been listening to them too.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Yes,
Well, great.
please, they're great.
Yeah, awesome. So this is a random funny question that always brings up funny stories. We all talk about, our best experiences as a performer or whatever. What was your worst experience ever performing in front of people? Either because the audience, the crazy bar owner, do we have a it was horrible performance experience?
Together or just in like
Just in general.
Okay,
Just
let's
in
hear
general.
yours.
I got booed off stage.
Yeah, no.
I was drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
It happens to the best
I
of us.
was probably, 22
Sure.
or something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good
I'll
one.
never forget it. And the guy was from the WQMF. And it
Oh,
was like, it was kind of like the cartoons where they take the thing and then pull them off,
right.
Yeah.
But good to see you rebounded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're doing great now, and we love hearing you play now. I would never boo you off stage, I swear.
So Lewis always did music, and he used to host these listening rooms, and I got roped. I'd never sung in one, and hadn't sung since like high school. And somebody signed me up, and they said, "What's your biggest fear of singing in front of people?" And I said that I'm going to forget the words like I did when I was 9 at church singing a solo. And so I got all excited. I mean, I knew the words. I had sung it in the mirror like 1,000 times, like I was an 8-year-old with my hairbrush. I can do this. I can do this. And I go out to sing it, and I forgot the words. I thought I was going to die. And I looked at the guy who signed me up because we were singing together. And I said, I told you I was going to forget the words. And he's like, and I told you you wouldn't die if you did. So we're going to start all over.
Right.
And so we sang it. I was horrified, but I haven't stopped singing since because I just had to think I had to like get through that.
Sure. I'm so glad that you stuck with it, and as I'm sure everybody that gets to see your guys' lovely performance this evening will be.
I come around the corner, you meet me at the door. Me in my red dress, your jaw on the floor. You shut my mouth with kisses, lead me back inside. I feel so afraid and yet so much alive. Pick me up and lay me down, let's burn up the bed. If they come around, scatter the ghost in my head. We dance in the rain while Charlie plays his song. You trace along my side, let's not stay here long. You ask if it's real, I ask ready or not. We make up the rules, it's the only rule we've got. Pick me up and lay me down, let's burn up the bed. If they come around, scatter the ghosts in my head. We got time to waste, 'cause there's nowhere to be. Is this the chapter or book? It is yet to be seen. Pick me up and lay me down, let's burn up the bed. If they come around, scatter the ghosts in my head.
All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Sig Sessions this evening. This is Lewis and Melinda again from Blood Harmony, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much. That work.
No,